Congratulations on the win. I know these games you'd like to evaluate the young kids, but it's sure nice to have some of the old heads to get you a win in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm those guys played great. Those two guys, right? They were really, really awesome. Pretty much electrifying, I thought. But I would say this: I gave the young guys a chance, right? And you know how we run it. If they do good in their chances, those chances get longer. And I think probably the couple keys were Stanley did a good job, scored 0 points and had a great game.
Yeah.
And I thought DeAndre was really key tonight.
He just his energy and his cutting and
Yeah, just a lot of stuff. He was guarding, he was cutting, he was taking it to the rim. I think he started 5 for 5. If I'm not, I know he was 4 for 4. So he got some, he got some free throws in there too. I mean, 14 points. I probably wasn't penciling that in before the game. So that was good. And Freddie Gillespie, I thought, had a really good game too.
You did go back to Kyle, Pascal, and DeAndre, I think 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Did you sense the game was in the balance, or you didn't want to get one of those lulls that killed you the last couple nights?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, Doug. What I did see was a couple really poor selections, and layups at the other end. And I just called timeout and I said, I'm not watching that. It wasn't anything other than that.
And it was good to have guys playing as well as Pascal and Kyle that you could rely on.
Yeah, tried to stagger them, with about 4 to go in the third. I was sitting there saying, I don't really want to run them both the quarter. So I talked to him, and Pascal said, get me, and then I can come back a little earlier. And Kyle said, I'll run the thing. And then I had DeAndre in too, who I already talked about was playing well, and I pulled him out and gave Jalen a couple minutes and told DeAndre I'd bring him back at the quarter because he's, a little more veteran too. So we went with those guys, and then we did call that quick timeout and got those guys back in there.
Great. Thanks so much for your time. It's appreciated as always.
Thanks, Doug.
Next question goes to Josh Lewenberg from TSN.
Hey, Nick. You mentioned Freddie. He had a few rougher games earlier this week, and then a couple nice bounce backs here this weekend. What have you seen from him, and what does that sort of say that he's been able to kind of adjust on the fly in that way?
Yeah. So, Josh, we get these guys and we don't know a ton about them. You put them out there and you watch them, and then you have to try to watch them, what they do, show them the films about what you'd rather have them do or keep doing. Go to the floor and drill it, and then see if they can take it to the game floor. So you probably noticed tonight, Freddie got a lot of dump offs late. So we really have been working hard for him to just stay patient underneath the basket. And two things: sit there and wait. And if there's a drive coming, wait and make a read if the dump off's coming. And two, if there isn't a drive coming and a shot goes up, to go slam your body in there in front of the rim and try to get yourself in position for a tip or a rebound or to keep it alive. And simple as that. He worked on that, and obviously he took it to the floor tonight, and it was effective.
You guys have had some strange games at Staples over the years, especially against this Lakers team, undermanned wins, going back, even to the night of the Rudy Gay trade in 2013. Something about this building seemed to bring the best out of guys?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've you're right. We've won a lot of funny situations here over the years. I thought we were going to pick that one off in Utah, because I think we're about 6-1 in Utah in the last 7 years too. It feels like it. I thought that's a good place for us. For some reason, we always seem to play really well there too. So it's good that we get to play here again on Tuesday, I think.
Cool. Thanks, Nick. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Next question goes to William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
What do you think got into Pascal tonight? It seems like Pascal sort of had some up and down performances, but today obviously it was sensational.
Well, I think that he obviously had it going big time, William, right? I think he did things quickly tonight, right? I think when he caught the ball out of the screen and roll, he just went up and shot it. When the ball got swung around to him on the three, he just shot it. He didn't hold and look too much tonight, didn't dribble around a lot tonight. He just was decisive. And then, he started feeling it, and everything, every little floater and all those things were good. And I also thought, they started blitzing us a little bit. I thought he started making really good reads out of the blitz because they were rotating to him quickly and he fired it out. I'm not so sure we got much out of it, but we were making the right plays and he continued to do that, and I just think he was super decisive tonight.
And it seemed like him and Kyle connected a number of times on that pick and roll where Pascal would slip, get into that gap and throw up a little mid-range shot. It's
a rare team that plays this big, so you can screen a little more with your fours, right? Instead of just seeing a switch. One four is a switch for a lot of teams, and you can't. You really got to get a good angle to get a roll and all those kind of things. But they're in coverage because they're so big, and you can get the 5-man in the corner or underneath the rim and roll your 4-man, and then. Even a couple other times, I thought we made some good reads of slipping out of them and getting there. But again, the first thing I did this morning, William, was watch the last 5 minutes of the game offensively last night. And it was a lot of the same shots last night to tonight, but a lot more of them have to bounce around and go in tonight.
It's a make or miss league. Thanks, Coach.
I've heard that one before. Thanks, William.
There you go.
Next question goes to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Nick. Pascal made a bunch of those sort of just outside the restricted area floaters tonight. It seems like he's been taking more of those this season and making some more of those this season. Is that a good shot in general and a good shot for him, or an important shot for him?
Well, it is tonight and it is last night because you got Davis and Gobert sitting down there. I don't think you want to continue on much further than where those guys, Kem and him, were shooting them last night. I think Pascal took out a page out of Kem's book from last night, right? He was turning and there was open space, and you don't challenge those guys. And the best thing to do is hit it quick, get it out, get rid of it quick, and get it up in the air and put some soft touch on it.
Is that an important shot for him to continue to make? Some people might say that's a bad shot in today's game because you want them at the rim.
No, I think Aaron, your scorer's got to have everything, right? They got to have everything. You're not, you got to have some drive, you got to have some post up, you got to have some shooting, you got to have some pull up. I think you got to have everything when you're a big time scorer in this league.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Aaron.
2 more questions for you, Coach. First one goes to Christos in Greece.
Hello, Coach. Hope you are doing well. Is it a sign of growth from your perspective? Is it a sign of growth or part of your identity, the way that you react tonight after a tough loss 24 hours earlier?
Yeah, I'm looking back on this road trip, Christos, and we've had 11 out of 12 really good quarters, right? And if you want to go back even further, the game before, we've had some, really good possessions of basketball. I just think we're, mentioned this a number of times, we're getting to the shoot around floor and the practice floor and the film room longer and more consistently, and we're getting a little more organized, and it's showing, I think. We've run out of gas a few times here and there, but tonight we were able to play the full 48.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Christos.
Final question goes to Akiko from the Akio News in Japan.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Hi. You kept using Utah in the at the end of the fourth quarter. How did he respond?
Well, he was pretty good tonight. I had him in and out a lot tonight because we had a couple of matchups we were kind of locked in on. We felt Stanley Johnson had to be in when LeBron was in, and when LeBron would go out, I'd get Stanley out of there so he could rest during that time. And so you'd have put in there. And then late in the game, you know, Kuzma was their hot guy, and we kind of put Yuta on him and said, no more helping, you know, don't provide any help, even if you see something coming right at you. And he did a good job with that as well. So, you know, I like him, and I think he's a reliable defender. And he made a couple good plays. I thought he kept the offense moving a couple critical possessions in the fourth quarter as well.